This is our league, and this is your league. From the 55-yard line on CFL America Radio and the Sports History Network.
Guys, what side of the field did you sit on?
Southside.
Southside, of course.
Why not the north side?
Northside sucks.
One side would yell, Northside sucks, and the other side basically didn't do very much, as I recall.
It was always initiated by the south side, so the south side always initiated that the north side sucked.
Northside sucks!
And the response naturally by the north side was that, well, we don't suck.
Southside sucks!
You know what, the Northsiders I don't think thought twice about the Southside. That's the funny thing. The Northsiders were just like, there they go again.
There was always a rivalry, Northside and Southside. It was a friendly rivalry, but you go to any game and you hear the Southside chant out, Northside sucks, and we would chant it out back, Southside sucks.
Nothing I like better than to hear the Northside chanting Southside sucks. When we heard that the first time, we said, great, you know, somebody finally woke them up.
And I don't think that it was really the north side that sucked, but rather the south side sucking for initiating the north side sucks chant, actually, now that memory serves.
There was always the grandstand of the Central Canada exhibition was in the position of what is the north side stands now. And so that was first, and that's where the longtime season ticket holders were, the business people, the upper crust, the dollars were generally on the north side. The south side had a lower deck up until, again, I think it was in the mid-70s when they made the addition and added on the upper deck there.
I think the history, it just lies with the type of fans. The north side, of course, were always very, very spoiled, especially when there was inclement weather. They always had their roof over their head, and nobody got wet except for the first 8 or 10 rows, whereas in the south side you got drenched. I can remember, when I was sitting in the north side, pelting rainstorms, and the south siders didn't move 1 inch. They were there for the duration.
The north side stands had a roof, and people on the south side did not have a roof. So they looked across the field, they saw all the people under the roof on the north side, particularly on rainy days, and so they said, North Side sucks because of that.
Third generation Northsider. My grandfather and my dad were both Northsiders, but they also belonged to this quarterback club. They would go and before and after the games and all that kind of stuff, and I just remember my dad telling me, you better thank the Rough Riders because I probably wouldn't have met your mom. It's such a weird concept. I never really understood why we chant Northside, Southside sucks, but it's just been instilled in me and in my gut that Northside will always be the best side.
It's an Ottawa thing, and it's something that has been passed on generations and generations. And it's something that we have fun with during the game, and it's a tradition.
Football is my first love, and I would say a lot of the people sitting around us really understood the game of football very well. Not that the Southsiders didn't, but they were too busy drinking beer and shouting. We were a little quieter and more reflective on the game. Matter of fact, I was at the fitness club this morning, and that was the very thing. A couple of guys were in the north side, and they were chiding the south side, and it was just a banter going on in the locker room. And I thought, isn't it interesting, all those years later, it's still there, and it's still very prevalent.
South side, you'd watch a play, a fingertip grab, Tony Gabriel would reach up and just reach a ball and grab it, bring it down, fingertip, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, make a great play, touchdown, and of course there's the north side going, oh, that was nice, wasn't it? That was nice. And then the south side, they're out there yelling, screaming, dripping beer, waiting for the extra point, oops, sorry, bud, next touchdown, same thing goes on.
I've seen everything from south side. Because, traditionally when I played 03 to 05, Our bench was in front of the Southside stands. So, you know, as we turn around, I mean, these are all the fans that are really right on top of us as players. So you see a little bit of everything.
During one of our games, Prime Minister Brian Mulroney at the time, you know, wanted to come to a game. He sat on the north side. You wouldn't put the Prime Minister in the south side. They would have treated him wonderfully, but that sort of reflected sort of who was sitting on our north side.
Talking about the fans coming from out of town, we liked them because they sort of were like what we were. They were all dressed up like we were, and these were obviously the hardcore fans from another town.
We all felt that we were the loud ones, we were the ones cheering on the team, and then we just didn't hear anything coming from the north side. And then the chant started one day, and it just caught fire.
So we just didn't get any respect. We thought we were treated lousy. We thought we were perfectly good fans. And so then we started to yell at the north side. Plus, we were the ones that seemed to be doing all the cheering. At that time, the riders had their bench on the south side. They'd come off the field, we'd all stand up to give them an ovation, and the Northsiders would be sitting on their hands, so then we started yelling at them, Northside sucks.
It's going to be a different battle this time around. I have lots of constituents that are North and South Side, so if this airs at any point, being a Northsider, I might lose a couple of votes, but there's a good rivalry, it's a lot of fun, and I like to see it.
Well, we're finally here. And with that, we say welcome to the show, everybody. We're off and rolling for a Friday morning. Could it be a better Friday? Redblacks will finally get after it tonight, taking on the Toronto Argonauts in the historic home opener at TD Place. Great weather, middle of the summer holidays. It could not be a better day to be alive.
25,000 screaming fans wearing all red and black. It's going to be a special moment.
It should be a civic holiday, don't you think? I mean, the first game back in Ottawa in 9 years.
You're on your way to the game tonight. Who are you going to take?
I'm going to take the win.
Okay, perfect. Well, enjoy. I'm not sure where our tickets are, whether they're north side or south side. So give us a good north side sucks, Kevin.
North side sucks!
Give us a good south side sucks.
South side sucks!
Okay, you're ready to go. You got all you need for the game tonight.
All of my friends are all Southsiders. They all just know Southside as the party side. But I think it's going to change, and I think they're going to regret being on the south side.
Would we sit on the north side? Never.
Not a chance.
I mean, even if I'm only buying one ticket a year, it'll be on the south side. All of our buddies that came with us, they'll probably come to a game eventually, you know, one game here, one game there, but they will not sit on the north side.
It's not an option.
They've completely remodeled that north side. It's actually very attractive, and it was. I gave it a very brief consideration before I said to myself, no, I'm going back to the south side.
Southsiders have to stare into the sun all day as the sun goes down. You don't get that on the north side. It's a land of milk and honey. So come on over and join the north side anytime.
Once a Southsider, always a Southsider. Southsiders for life, we hear that a lot too. So I highly doubt anybody from the south side will go to the north.
Where are you sitting now?
I'm sitting on the north side with my father. My dad played for the Riders late 50s, early 60s, and he asked if I'd come and sit with him.
Well, without blowing his cover, he's actually working for us. He's the spy on the other side. He's a Southsider at heart. He's one of the original founding members, but he's sitting over there to be with his dad, and you just don't turn that kind of opportunity down.
In the last month and a half, there would never be a day go by when somebody isn't saying, are you going to the home opener? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? There's a real, very real, legitimate buzz. And if you're a sports fan, it is the talk of the day.
People had trouble with the name Redblacks. You know what? I don't have a problem with Redblacks. You could call them anything you want. But now I have a football team again. That's what I wanted more than anything else.
It's a part of who we are. Good, bad, whenever it may have been, whether you're on a winning team or a losing team, it's part of who you are. Anybody who has a piece of Ottawa football in their, in their own personal history, when there is no Ottawa football, a piece of you isn't there.
You just cheer at the top of my lungs for this team that I love. And I haven't even seen them play in person yet. It's just, this moment will be one of the most magical moments of my life, I think. It'll probably be better than the day I get married.
Northside, don't suck this time around.
This is it.
Tell us we suck. That's okay with us.
Proud to sit in that stadium, whether it's in front row, south side, upper deck, where we used to sit, first 2, 3, 4 rows, or up in row 28 on the north side. We're football fans. whether it's north side, south side, doesn't matter where you're sitting.
Sold out crowd, playoff atmosphere, a buzz throughout the National Capital Region. And they rise to their feet here at TD Place Stadium as a new era in Ottawa football is about to begin. First down, Ray going to take a shot into the end zone, and it's busted up. Nice defensive play, the pass intended for John Childs. And Waters puts it through. First points at TD Place Stadium. And they'll screen it out. Here's Siobhan Walker. Dwight Anderson can't bring him down. And it's a first down for the Redblacks. And the first points for the Redblacks on their new home turf. Walker stays in. Burris looks deep. He's got a man open. And Kier Johnson can't squeeze the football. Is not going to miss from 22. Ricky Ray under pressure and dropped again. TJ Hill. And a throw. And there's Siegfried. There it is. Holding for the mistake. First to 10. And Ray going to take a shot. Got Darvin Adams open. Touchdown. And there is the first touchdown at TD Place.
2nd and 10 from their own 46. Burris in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws deep on the left side. Kier Johnson. Caught it! Kier Johnson! First down Ottawa at the 22-yard line. And it's up to Brett Maher again. This is going to be a 23-yard attempt. 5 for 5 on the night. 32 seconds left. Hold from DeMarco. Kick is up, and it's good! Brett Maher, 6 for 6.
Would have been 67 yards for Waters. They're going to leave the offense on the field. One last gasp. And the lead. Intercepted. Game over. Jasper Simmons. And the homecoming is victorious in Ottawa. Nation's capital on an 18-17 hard-fought Red Blacks victory.
It reignited the rivalry between the two sides of the stadium, which is a very big part of Ottawa football. And it really kind of brought everything full circle. It felt like it was gone for a long time, people really missed it, and this kind of cemented the whole thing, you know. It's back. People are into it again. I think it spoke to that as well. And you can see those roots go deep. Southsiders still have a little disdain for the Northsiders. Nothing wrong with that.
I think the words Northside sucks will come right out of my mouth very easy.
Hey, Southside, you suck.
Northside sucks.
Southside sucks.
Northside sucks.
Southside sucks, baby.
Northside sucks.
It's going to be tough not saying north side sucks. That's going to be the first thing that's really tough. South side sucks. You know, I might do it just to piss off Byron.
Northside sucks.